Hello everyone. In this video I want to discuss a few books on machine learning. So these are my favorite ones. So don't angry on me if I didn't mention any of your favorite book. Please mention it in the comment below. So if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. So let's get started. Number 1, Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. If you're comfortable with coding in Python and want a quick introduction to both classic and deep learning techniques in Python from an experienced practitioner, Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow by Aurélien Girón just might be the book for you. It's a fast and furious introduction to classical ML, but it provides a lot of practical hints and tips that will help you to build good instincts as a data scientist. Author provides an overview of machine learning systems, the main challenges in ML systems, and thoughts on testing and validation of models. Next, he takes you through a hands-on, end-to-end ML project. Girón shows how you should think about framing a problem, selecting a performance measure, getting the data, performing some exploratory data analysis and visualization. This book also gives you a great introduction to deep learning and artificial neural networks. It is most recommended book to one who want to dig deeper into machine learning. Then my second recommended book is Python Data Science Handbook by Jake Vanderplas. If you have little or no knowledge of the word data science and want to dive deep into the field, this book is for you then. This book will start from the very basics of the Python language, followed by analysis with Python, then data visualization, and finally machine learning with many mini projects as you continue reading. You will start by learning IPython from the very basics with a lot of examples to practice. You will learn about Python data types, basics of NumPy arrays, computation on NumPy arrays, universal functions, indexing and slicing using NumPy, aggregations, broadcasting, masks, and many other essentials of NumPy. This book will teach you, with examples, many different analysis techniques using pandas, including, but not limited to, introduction to data frames, indexing and slicing, handling missing values in data, hierarchical indexing, combining datasets, aggregation and grouping, pivot tables, string operations, working with time series, and many other useful pandas techniques. You will learn about many different types of visualizations like line charts, scatter plots, histograms, heatmaps, bar charts, 2D plots, 3D plots, subplots, styling. Finally, you will learn different types of machine learning techniques like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, clustering, and feature engineering. Next, the third book which I'll recommend is Python Machine Learning, 2nd edition by Sebastian Raschke. This book is a tutorial to a broad range of machine learning applications with Python. It provides a practical introduction to machine learning using popular libraries like SciPy, NumPy, scikit-learn, matplotlib, and pandas. The main revision to the first edition is more chapters on neural network practices. There are now 5 chapters that discuss neural networks and their implementation in TensorFlow. Besides the additional content, a lot of concepts from the first edition are refined. The revised edition is much bigger, much more in-depth, and still practical. The book has a GitHub repository with all code inside of it. The code is put in Jupyter notebooks, showing code, explanation, and graphics explaining the code alongside each other. The book has a good balance between the theory, code, and mathematical background in a broad range of machine learning concepts. So, the fourth book I want to recommend is Machine Learning with Python Cookbook. This book is in the tradition of other O'Reilly cookbook series, in that it contains short recipes for dealing with common machine learning scenarios in Python. It covers the full spectrum of tasks from simple data wrangling and pre-processing to more complex machine learning model development and deep learning implementations. Machine Learning with Python Cookbook fills this code-heavy niche with lots of examples. There are very few paragraphs with math equations or details behind the implementation of machine learning algorithms. Instead, Chris Albin breaks the topics down into bite-sized chunks that solve a very specific problem. The author is very clear that this book is not an introduction to Python or machine learning. Since the recipes are short, the actual Python code is fairly simple. There's no need to understand complex Python data structures or programming constructs outside of lists and dictionaries. You should know how to install Python libraries such as NumPy, pandas, and scikit-learn. More importantly, you should have at least some experience using these libraries to load and manipulate data. I also highly recommend that you have done some work with building predictive models with scikit-learn. Finally, some basic understanding of supervised and unsupervised machine learning algorithms is going to be really helpful. And finally, the fifth book which I'll recommend is the 100-page machine learning book. You could read it in a day. Having a little knowledge about math, probability and statistics would be helpful, but the 100-page machine learning book has been written a way that you'll get most of these as you go. The field of machine learning is vast, hence traditional books being far more than 100 pages. But the 100-page machine learning book covers what you should know. The introduction goes through the different kinds of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning. And the book is structured in several chapters, and every chapter deals with different subjects, but generally, there is a good mix of intuition and formal contents, math and formulas, so is a great resource for a broad range of readers having different learning goals. Of course, you can't cover in full detail everything, but to go deeper on some subjects, there are several QR codes in the book, linking to specific web resources, providing an elegant way to keep things compact. But this book is a great resource to start with machine learning. So hope you enjoyed. These are the book which I would suggest. So, if it's helpful, please like this video to encourage me, also share this video. And finally, don't forget to subscribe my channel to get noticed when I uploaded a new video.